What's up, guys? Welcome back to Faded Truth. Thank you for being here and subscribing, supporting the grind. I'm so excited to be back here at Pole Fitness Studio here in Vegas. Today I got the owner, the lady, the just amazing being herself. I've been reading her story. World's first pole dance instructor.
That is correct.
Ms. Fawnia Mondey. How are you?
Thank you, Angela. I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Happy Friday. I'm always here on a Friday.
Yes, Friday Fun Day, and we're sitting on our grounders right now.
Okay.
At the beach.
What are the grounders?
So this very special yoga mat is connected to these carbon strips, which is plugged into the grounding outlet of our wall. We always have these two electrical outlets and then the little circular outlet at the bottom. That's the grounding. And we are now getting the negative ions from the earth as though we're sitting at the park on the grass or on the sand at the beach.
Wow. So that's like, is it scientific? How do they come up with that?
Well, the person that discovered this technology or gift from the earth, which has already been there, Clint, he has a website called earthing.com, and the whole grounding is basically bringing our body back to its natural state so it can heal naturally. Mm-hmm. So whether you have PMS or sleep disorder or inflammation in the body, which causes hundreds of different diseases and illnesses, it will help remove that.
So you grew up in Alberta, Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then you moved to, is it British Columbia?
Yep.
Okay. And so how did you end up transitioning to Vegas?
Wow, in 2005, so about 20 years ago, I moved down here because my husband at the time couldn't come to Canada, and I figured that out with very little notice. He couldn't come up for his own wedding, and I thought, shit, well, I'm still going to marry you. So we got married 3 days later in Seattle, and then 3 months after that, I packed up everything and I moved to the United States. And we chose Vegas because I had been here 10 times previously for conventions. Okay. It was a very familiar city. And also there wasn't any pole dancing studios at that time. There were none, so I thought, what a perfect place. So when I was up in Canada, I only danced for 18 months, a year and a half. And then from there, I just transitioned right into teaching, which I did start teaching after 2 months of dancing because there wasn't anyone to teach pole dancing.
Were you working in the strip clubs?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So what were strip clubs like back in the 90s?
They, up in Canada, is still very different than here, but I think now there is a lot more lap dancing and private dances in Canada. When I began, there was zero.
You didn't have to touch nobody?
No, didn't have to talk to anybody.
That was awesome.
Yeah. And I'm getting paid with a check at the end of the week by the club to be there. So it's similar to what a feature entertainer in the U.S. would be considered. Nice. So I would work Monday through Saturday, and on Sunday travel to a different city. And we would do maybe 6 shows a day, 6 days a week, 18-minute shows. So I lost over 40 pounds in the first 4 months. Imagine doing 6 20-minute workouts a day.
Wow. Well, I did my first workout with Domo. Shout out to Onyx Muse.
Yeah, saw that.
I thought I was a beast. You know, I'm like, reading your story, I'm like, I'm going to grow up and be you, because I'm like one of those people that I do 10 things, like, I excel at everything at some point. You know, I keep finding things that I love, but like, I'm a busybody. I love doing things and helping people and blah, blah, blah. My mind's creative all over the place, always looking for new things. And I've always worked out. I saw you did fitness competition too, which I did a bikini novice years ago, and that was crazy. But like, you know, I work out, I box, Muay Thai, and I'm like, yeah, let me just jump on the pole, you know?
Why not?
Hardest thing I've ever done in my life was just trying to do the one jump and clap my knees and hold myself. I was trying to I thought I was strong until today. Like, this humbles you real quick.
It does. And even if you are strong, just the feeling of the metal pole on your skin, that's another texture and awakening.
Okay, so you started it there, and then when you left, what happened to it?
Well, I started there, and my studio was in my apartment, so I had 2 poles in my living room, and if people weren't learning in my living room, I would meet them at the club. And so the club would let me be there an hour before they opened. And
it was a lot of word of mouth, just like the girls like, hey, she's helping me, like, go to her kind of, because there's no social media back then, you know?
There wasn't. There was zero social media, no MySpace yet, almost, but 10 years before MySpace. And I would go to the clubs and put a flyer underneath the dancer's hotel room door. And there'd be like 6 new dancers in the club every Monday. So I'd go in and put my flyer, and I'd always get 1 or 2 girls to call me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the old school hustle, right? Before you were on social media and just like, here you go, here's the world. No,
Here's my flyer.
you had to actually go out and like do it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and it was a very interesting flyer. So it was just me offering my services of, I can make your cassette tape of music. I can pick you up from the ferry terminal and drive you to the strip club. I can be your driver. I can help you win the next contest.
You were like the dancer, like house mom times 10.
Yeah,
like you were like the go-to, the plug.
House mom times 10. That's pretty much it.
Because I saw you were doing everything.
Yeah, I
you
took
couldn't
sewing
sew.
lessons. I did. I took sewing lessons. I'm like, I can make dancer costumes. Fail. But I can at least teach you how to dance.
Nice.
Yeah.
So when did Pole Fitness Studio open in Vegas? What year?
This was 2005. So we have 5 rooms here. We've got obviously the Buddha, the water fountain. We have a little diary and a little table outside. When you're sitting down, you can open up and write your thoughts about us. Hopefully good thoughts. We love to bring poles. So if anyone doesn't have a pole at their home yet and they're celebrating their birthday, they want a pole in their backyard beside their pool.
Yeah, a lot of bachelor parties, right? In the hotels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here, like right next door, that's a party. So every 90 minutes we have a new group, and we have 5 rooms, so we can never turn people away. Anytime you guys want to party, you call us. And we are age 7 and up. So if you have a kid and you're just at home during the summer months, nothing to do with your child, bring them here. Yeah. We obviously cater to strippers, and we love people to feel like they could be a stripper, just have that confidence. You know, whether you're going into a job interview or you want to stand up for yourself as maybe your husband's yelling at you, you know. We want women to be able to take care of themselves. And Pole Fitness Studio isn't all about the pole. We've also got belly dancing, hip hop. What do we got else? We're actually adding a floor bar class, so it's all ballet movements, mat Pilates on the floor. So we're everything. We've got Casey here teaching boot camp. He's military.
I'm ready, Fawnia. Look, you got me in a bikini and everything.
So let's do a warm up for the hips before we invert. We're going to stand to the right of our pole and have our left hand pulling on. And we're gently going to bring the right leg. Oh, I never use these in heels. Just warm up in heels. Felt like I had an ankle weight.
I love my ankle weights.
We'll do 2 more. And last one. We'll make a letter S with our right knee coming into the center and away from the center. Pelvis under so we feel the gentle stretch in the left hip. I know it's weird stretching in heels, but we're doing it.
I mean, if you can do this in heels, you can do anything.
Absolutely. We're like a tampon commercial.
Yeah.
We can do anything. Good. Feeling this in our right hip. Good. And coming back up. Perfect. So we'll start with your main goal. Let's just get into it.
Let's just get into it.
Yeah. We want to focus on inverting, which means having your ass higher than your head. And then we're going to wrap both legs and slowly slide down.
Okay.
So I'll demonstrate and then we'll break it down step by step. So if we're standing to the right of our pole, we'll have our outside hand higher. And it's easier to move something when it is smaller. So if we want to move so that our butt goes higher than our head, we have to keep our knees bent. Mm-hmm. So we have both arms holding on. We're going to inhale, tuck in the knees, and then wrap one leg in the front, one leg in the back. And slide down. I think my microphone just pops off.
You make it look so easy.
Now what I like to think about is rocking back. Like, I don't know if the analogy of rocking back like a baby is the best, but just letting you tip.
And am I trying to push my pelvis up, or it's just...
You're doing a hip thrust.
Oh, okay.
And then hip thrust up. Oh, hip thrust, push. Oh, those legs, good. This knee comes more forward, and then you slide down slowly to the floor. This leg should be in the back of the shin. That's it. And so here's the pull. That's perfect, yeah. So as you get more efficient with your hands, eventually your hands won't be in the way of your knees. Okay. That's perfect.
Oh!
You did it.
Is that upside down for real though? I feel like
You're upside down.
I don't know. I'm like, I still don't believe it.
You're 100% upside down for real. Fireman spin is the big sister or little brother, whatever, to the one I just did. So we're going to step with your right foot. You're going to let your left leg wrap in front and your right leg in the back. And then stand it up. Yeah. Oh, we can call that sitting pretty.
Sitting pretty.
Yeah, because you sat pretty the whole time you spiraled down.
Yes. All right, guys.
thanks for being here for our other pole lesson. I got a little better.
Oh, yes.
Thank you to Fawnia for being here.
Thanks, Angela.
Thank you to Pole Fitness Studio here in Vegas, Arville Avenue. The only #1 pole studio. Bachelor, bachelorette. If you need anything in your hotel room, if you want to fly, you want to do yoga, we got it all.
We do.
All right, y'all. Until next time, peace.